Coming up on the Rowan Rundown, a parking attempt gone wrong, an in-depth look at To Write Love on Her Arms Club, and why the SJICR is Sierra's favorite place.
We are neighbors and best friends.
I love my sister.
My heart doesn't see race. Love is love.
Our family is no less than any other family.
Hello, I'm Mayana Gore-Nelson.
And I'm Joe Cicchino, and this is the Rowan Rundown. The Glassboro Council approved several resolutions at Tuesday's meeting, among them an adjustment in contact cost for part of Phase 2 of borough redevelopment and the sale of a plot of land. Listed as the second order for the reconstruction of High Street, the measure was passed. This will reduce the plan's contract by almost $50,000. Another purchase was sealed of Borough Block 485, Lot 18 by Roy Cook. The sale happened earlier in the day. These will be introduced at readings scheduled for March 14th. The Glassboro Council will meet again on February 28th.
There was a big mess right off Rowan's campus as a car crashed into the Chinese restaurant, Hunan Wok. This marks the second time in 5 years that the vehicle caused damage to the restaurant. The driver was an older woman that was trying to park but instead jumped the curb onto the restaurant. Nobody was hurt in the accident, and the restaurant will be closed until the damage is repaired, which they believe will be sometime next week.
As Rowan continues to expand, so does its resources for students. The newest addition for Rowan's campus will be a campus resource center that will supply students with food and other items they may need. The idea developed after discovering that students experience food insecurity, which is the lack of access to healthy foods. SGA alternate student trustee Arbery Singleton led the charge for this initiative. President Hushman selected Singleton and a few others for a task force on making college more affordable.
Rowan students will be offered free income tax preparation services to qualified community residents. Until April 12th, the business students at Rowan University are offering assistance with federal and state income tax preparations through the Volunteer Income Tax Assistance Program, also known as VITA. The VITA program mostly offers tax returns preparations and e-filing to those who earn less than $54,000 annually. Excluding this week from March 12th until March 18th, they have the following times available: Tuesday from 9 a.m. until 1 p.m., Wednesday, 4 p.m. until 8 p.m., Saturday, February 10th, 10 a.m. until 2 p.m., and Saturday, April 8th, 10 p.m. until 2 p.m. No appointment is required, first come, first serve. World-renowned presidential historian Doris Kearns Goodwin discusses presidential leadership in a lecture on Monday, February 20th. This event is free, open to the public, and is part of the President's Lecture Series, which brings prominent speakers to campus. Goodwin is a recipient of the Pulitzer Prize for History and has written many works on the Kennedys, Abraham Lincoln, and Lyndon B. Johnson. Her talks begins at 6:30 p.m. in Enon Ballroom of Rowan Chamberlain Student Center.
College credits costs are going down for Gloucester County students. More than a dozen high schools within Gloucester have paired up with Rowan University and Rowan College at Gloucester County, making college credits more affordable than ever. The schools that are part of the agreement Friday are as follows: Clayton, Clearview, Delsey Regional, Deptford, Gateway, GCIT, Glassboro, Kingsway, Paulsboro, Pittman, Washington Township, West Deptford, Williamstown, and Woodbury High Schools. This allows a Rowan College at Gloucester County education to be taught by credentialed instructors at high schools. This will cost $125 per course. The second option lets students to attend RCGC on campus or online for a 65% cheaper rate. The final option allows students to take courses on Rowan University's campus or online for $300 per credit. Coming up next is Elisa Harris with the latest updates for basketball, softball, and Athletes of the Week.
Both Rowan's men and women's basketball teams are seeded fourth in the New Jersey Athletic Conference Championship Tournament and both play this Saturday. Women play William Patterson's University and the men play Montclair State University. Tickets for the tournament are $5 for adults and $2 for students, children, and senior citizens. Be sure to get there early because the first 200 students with ID for the game will receive free tickets. But basketball isn't the only thing that's getting Rowan a lot of attention. The women's lacrosse team has been selected as the preseason's women's lacrosse favorite in the New Jersey Athletic Conference. This will be their 8th crown since the conference began in 2009. Today you recognize Athletes of the Week, Summer Crilly on the women's basketball team, who led the women's basketball team with 2 victories last week with Brandon Eldershawn, who won 2 events leading the men's indoor track and field team to the team title at St. Joseph's Winter Interventional. Back to you at the desk.
Coming up, we have Jessica with the special report, and David offers an opinion to get more people in touch with each other.
I realized that I'm not perfect, but it all really started to change because you judge me for having a problem. No one is going to know that I need help. I need help. I know that no one is going to judge me for having a problem. I realize that I'm not perfect, but it all really started to change because you listen.
Patriotism. It inspires passionate debate. It's worn like a badge of honor with good reason, because it means love and devotion for one's country. But what really makes up this country of ours? It's the people. To love America is to love all Americans. This year, patriotism shouldn't just be about pride of country. It should be about love. Love beyond age, sexuality, disability, race, religion, and other labels. Because love has no labels.
Rowan is ranked 7th among 19 colleges in the region in the Greater Philadelphia Region Life Sciences Report for their research and development expenditures related to life sciences. Rowan is the 3rd among the public institutions. The university spent $4.9 million, with the most amount in medical sciences. Vice President for Research, Dr. Shari Mufdayam, says that the ranking reflects Rowan's commitment to life sciences and recognition of the exponential work being done by facility and students. Now heading over to Michelle to check out all the ways to spend your weekend in the borough.
Thanks, Ayana. Rowan's Lab Theater production of One Night opens tonight. All student run, it's a great way to show your appreciation for the arts while supporting your fellow students. The show runs tonight at 8 p.m., tomorrow at 8 as well, and Saturday at 2 and 8. Don't miss your opportunity. Come to Bunce Hall, room 159, and check it out. Raw is hosting the a cappella group Philharmonic tonight. The group is featured in Pitch Perfect 2, and the event is free. You can also enjoy some fried ravioli for dinner and a show. Come to the Chamberlain Student Center pit between 9 p.m. and 1 a.m. for some amazing vocal talent. Professor Veda Sapancic presents 14-year-old pianist Hans Derek Yu in a free recital on Sunday, February 26th at 3 p.m. in Boyd Recital Hall. Yu has been studying with Sapancic for 8 years and is competing in the semifinals of the prestigious Hilton Head International Competition. Come see what you wish you were doing at 14. That's all for entertainment. Back to you guys at the desk.
Now here's Jessica Mounts to talk with members of Rowan's To Write Love on Her Arms.
This is a special report, and I'm Jess Mounts. Today we have Jerica and Alex here from the club To Write Love on Your Arms. Hi guys.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. Would you guys like to introduce yourselves a little bit more?
Sure. My name is Jerica Marsh. I'm a junior.
I'm a psychology and sociology major with a concentration in Africana Studies, and I'm the secretary for To Write Love on Our Arms. Awesome.
And I'm Alex. I am a psychology major, a freshman, and I am the treasurer for To Write Love on Our Arms.
Cool, cool. So how did To Write Love on Your Arms begin at Rowan?
So originally the club was founded in like 2006, and it wasn't introduced here at Rowan until 2013. There were a couple students who were transfer students and had heard about To Write Love on Arms and like couldn't believe it wasn't here. So they brought it in, and right away it gained popularity. So
that's cool. That's cool that it's like a national thing and it came local to here.
Yeah.
How are you guys like currently involved? Like, why did you guys get involved with the club?
So I was a first-year student last year. So technically I'm a sophomore, but I'm a year ahead by credit. And I saw the club title in the announcer, and I was like, oh, that's a really cool name for a club. And I came to one of the first club meetings, and I fell in love with Sarah, who's the current president. And I loved the club. The atmosphere was very welcoming, very comfortable. And I was like, oh yeah, this is definitely a club I need to be a part of. Because I currently deal with a lot of my own mental illnesses. So it's great to be in a space that's comfortable to share those kind of experiences and to know you're not alone and you have support if you need it.
That's cool. That's an awesome thing to find in a club.
Absolutely.
I'm a very big proponent of getting more knowledge about mental illnesses and having more people understand what each mental illness means and how they can affect individuals differently. So I felt that being able to talk to other people about their experiences and talk about my own in a club setting like that is just a great way for me to make it even better for me to do in the future.
That's awesome. What's the current mission for Rowan students?
So a lot of people think when they hear about a club that like talks about things like depression or anxiety that it's like a support group, and in a way it is, but it's really just a space to really encourage people to try to get the help that they need, but to also know that they are not alone in any circumstance, but especially on a college campus like Rowan University. So we're here as a resource to point people in the correct direction for places like the Wellness Center, but we're also just a safe space for people to feel comfortable and like they're not alone in whether they're dealing with their own suffering or trying to help a friend.
Awesome. Do you guys have any events coming up?
We are currently planning something with Phi Kappa Psi, a sort of dinner in the Owl's Nest up in April. Current details are still being worked out, but you can check our Facebook page for more information later in the semester.
Awesome. And then when do you guys meet for interested students?
We meet every other Tuesday. The next Tuesday is February 28th that we'll be meeting, and we meet at 9:15 in James 1115.
Awesome. Thanks so much for being here, guys.
Absolutely. Thank you for having us.
Baby, it's cold outside, and those treks across campus can be brutal. Several profs offer personal tips on staying warm this season. Justin Attilio says carpool or drive. For bike riders, Tyler Diaz advises to wrap the bike seat with a plastic bag. As for those who walk, be sure to keep hats, gloves, scarves, and an extra pair of socks.
Now our own David Kincaid has his highly valued opinion on a common greeting heard every day. David?
Hi, how are you? Who cares? I don't. So why do I even ask? You're walking in the door. You ask the often heard question, but you don't stop to hear the answer? Just keep walking right through the door in a hurry to buy your convenience store sandwich. I challenge you to make an effort. Ask something more than how you are. Get to know somebody face to face for a change. Behind the phone is a trend we need to end. Who can believe social media is making us unsocial? So bring some positivity to the world. Get to know people. Ask more about them. If you see a cool shirt, let them know. Stop sitting behind the phone tweeting out negative slurs about everything. Reach out, make a friend, because we can all use more friends. So get to know me. So let's start over. Hi there. I'm just dying to know where you got that shirt. I'm a huge Pokemon fan. Success.
After the break, find out how Rowan students are helping promote college.
Look at you. You're at the top of your game. You're unstoppable. Nothing can throw you off track. Wait, is that your car? Uh-oh. Yeah, I saw that coming. That will throw you off track. You're looking at around 10 grand in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Let's try this again. Smart move. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Open up your books to page 360.
Did you just look at your phone while you was in class? You played yourself.
Talking about inspirational quotes.
You gotta believe in yourself. Don't ever play yourself. The key is to make it, so make it.
Louise, can you give me an example of an inspirational quote?
Don't play yourself. The key is to make it.
And who said that?
I did. Now that's a major key alert.
Learn the real major keys to getting to college at getschool.com.
Rowan's Spring Career Exploration and Graduate School Fair happens this Wednesday, February 22nd, from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. in the Rec Center. This is a great opportunity to network with employers and graduate school representatives. You can find out information about full-time and internship opportunities. You should dress like you're going to a job interview. You will not be permitted otherwise. Some employers expect to see our Geico, the Philadelphia Eagles, and the Newark branch of the FBI.
Rowan is looking for admission ambassadors for the 2017 to 2018 school year. They're looking for student tour guides who enjoy talking to others and are able to embrace the Rowan spirit. Interest meetings will be held next week on Wednesday the 22nd in James Hall, room 1115 at 8 p.m. and Friday the 24th in the Chamberlain Student Center, room 129 at 4:30 p.m. It's strongly encouraged to attend one of these meetings if interested, as they will give tips and tricks to perform the job.
Senior Sierra Lewis discusses her favorite place here at Rowan.
How are you, Sierra?
I'm good. How are you guys today?
Good.
How are you?
So, where exactly is your favorite place on Rowan?
Okay, easy. My favorite place is the SJICR. It's located in Robinson, and it's amazing.
And what is SJICR and what do they do?
Okay, the SJICR stands for the Social Justice, Inclusion, and Conflict Resolution Center, and it is it's a place of positivity for basically all people, and it has services that basically makes Rowan more inclusive, because Rowan is a PWI, primarily white institution, so oftentimes marginalized people feel like they're not being heard, or that it's not like they don't have a space where they can kind of just decompress, and that's what the SJICR is. And it's not just that, but it's a place of learning as well.
And what are some of your favorite programs and events that this office holds?
Okay, so my favorite programs is, well, one of my favorite is Women of Color Collective, and I started going last year in the fall semester, and I loved it. And it's basically a space where, started by Temple Jordan, and it's a space where basically just women of color, we can come and we eat and we talk about issues and we listen to music, and it's just a place where we can just be. Yes.
That's very nice.
Thank you.
Sounds very important.
It does sound very important.
Yes, and one of my favorite events was, I forgot to answer that part, last year they actually had Antonio Vargas come down, and they had an event, and they talked about his documentary, White People, and it talked about white privilege and things like that, and it was just like a huge turnout, and it was a great event that facilitated dialogue and understanding. And I recommend anyone just go there. Like, they're amazing people, amazing programs. Just go.
It sounds very beneficial.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
And coming up, we take a look at the weather this week.
Rowan's Department of Philosophy and Religion Studies has announced their spring Theorizing lecture schedule. The lectures are a series of public and work-in-progress lectures covering a range of topics that relate to philosophy, religion studies, and other related subjects. The goal of the lectures is to promote a scholarly exchange with the department, the university, and interested students in the region. The next lecture will take place next week on Thursday the 23rd in Bozarth Hall, room 114 at 5 p.m.
Financial aid and loan refund distributions happen today between 10 a.m. and 6 p.m. and tomorrow between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. in room 218 of Savitz Hall. Students are encouraged to check their self-service accounts to see if they are eligible for financial aid refunds. For those students who cannot pick up their refunds today or tomorrow, they can be picked up at the office of the bursar on the first floor of Savitz Hall. You can still sign up for direct deposit and receive future refunds electronically.
Now with a look at this week's forecast, here's Ellen Unger.
Tonight we're going to have cloudy skies and a low of 25 degrees. Friday we're looking at a high of 44 degrees, but it is going to be sunny, so I'd whip out those sunglasses just like our Mr. Sun here. Saturday it's going to skyrocket up to 64 degrees and sunny, so get outside, do some sort of activity, walk your dog, take a walk, go to the park. We're going to have a low of 46 degrees, so it's still warmer than what we've been seeing. Sunday, the warm weather is going to keep on rolling with 64 degrees as the high again. It will be partly cloudy though, but we will see some sun. We're going to have a low of 39 degrees, so still warmer than what we've been seeing. No snow just yet. Monday, we're going to have a high of 54 degrees, and it will be sunny, so I hope you still have those sunglasses. It's going to be a low of 32 degrees, so it is going to start to get a little chilly. And Tuesday, it will keep with the warmer weather at a high of 50 degrees. It's going to be partly cloudy, so not really that much sun, so enjoy it over the weekend while you can. And 39 is going to be the low for Tuesday. And now we're going to take a look at our weather window. Hey guys, so what are you thinking about this weather? Tonight's supposed to be pretty cloudy. So as you can see, this was right outside of Bozarth right now. You can see like the clouds behind the trees. So it's like you can see a little bit of sun, but look at all the clouds. Isn't that crazy?
It's a little depressing.
It is.
So this was right by the baseball field, and again with the clouds, it's weird because they didn't really move over yet, so it's like half and half. But yeah, I mean, the clouds are rolling in. There is one fellow walking to class, though. It was pretty, I mean, cold outside earlier. I had my jacket. Were you guys cold?
Yeah,
I had my jacket.
Well, this weekend is literally going to be so nice. 64 degrees. Are you doing anything?
I might have to. I've been inside playing like video game basketball and football all week, so I might have to get out and actually play.
I know, I've been taking naps. So.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting to do anything this weekend, but since it's going to be nice, I'm going to have to make plans.
I know. Walk a dog, ride a bike, walk your neighbor's dog. I don't know. Do something.
Awesome.
Very.
So this has been the Rowan Rundown. I'm Joe Cicchino.
And I'm Ayana Gordon-Nelson. Thanks for watching.